Mary, can we please have a one-word prompt, please?
Barbecue.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
It's now just maybe one barbecue a year. I feel like I'm going to maybe 2 all of summer. Are barbecues dying? Is it just me? Am I not getting invited to stuff?
Are you not barbecuing on your own?
No,
Oh, well, there you go.
not really.
You got to be doing the barbecuing. Hold on one second. Hey, welcome to the Overtalking Podcast with your hosts, Ken and CJ. Say hi, CJ.
Hi, CJ.
This is the show where we talk over TV shows and movies as chosen by our guests, and this week we watched No Other Choice.
I like now I can notice your eyes look up to remember
Thank
the
you.
movie title.
You know what? I swear to God, when I was trying to write trivia for this, I, for the life of me, couldn't remember the correct title of this movie. I don't know what it is about this title, but I was like, no option but this, or I don't know, just like other plays on that. And for some reason, No Other Choice never stuck in my head. But anyway.
Are you barbecuing?
Yeah, I got a grill out back. We grill sometimes.
Sometimes.
Not very often, but sometimes.
Do you get voluntold to grill?
No, I volunteer to grill. I just like because you get to go outside and
Yeah.
have an excuse for actually having purchased the grill.
It is. I get the appeal of it. I understand why dads like it so much. Because we got a really beat up secondhand grill that works amazing. And we had my family over for some kind of situation. I think it was someone's birthday. I don't remember. And I was manning the grill, and no one could hang out with me because it was too hot by the grill. It's too hot outside, and I got to be by myself with my cold beverage and my music.
Yeah,
and I was like, I get it. I get why
That's
dads like
nice.
this.
Yeah, I was going to say dads like it because they get left alone. They don't actually have to socialize.
I would take Bailey out there, and she would hang out, and it was really nice. Yeah,
That sounds delightful.
We do it every now and then.
oh, that's good.
So you should do it more often.
Yeah. I guess when I think of barbecue, like part of it is like it is a barbecue, like the party is implied,
Okay,
and we're not doing that.
Well, why
That
not?
feels so Australian. I don't know.
Who's going to do it first, Ken? Is that what you're looking to do?
On the Bobby.
By the way, that voice you're hearing is Mary. Welcome back, Mary.
Hello. Thank you for having me back.
The person I think I sang the most songs with at a karaoke bar recently.
Oh, wow.
That's 3 songs, CJ.
Yeah, I wasn't singing much else.
That's a lot. 3 is a lot already. Yeah.
Well, we were there for 4 or 5 hours, so 3 is not that much.
Were we really?
We got there, 8, 3 hours. We got there at 8, left at 11, I think.
Oh, it's like the Dragon Ball Z hyperbolic time chamber. You step in.
It
and
is
time passes.
Closed off room with no windows or clocks or anything.
So wait, was this a bar like where everyone could karaoke, or was it like one of those you rent out a room and you?
The latter. We had our own private room.
Oh, okay, I see.
We did.
Yeah.
What were the songs we sang on? We did Intergalactic.
We tried. I'll say I tried to do Intergalactic.
That's a
by
tough
Beastie
one.
Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very tough. We did Ocean Avenue by Yellow Card.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And then, did you do Pork and Beans with me?
Yes, I joined you with Pork and Beans by Weezer,
Hell
which
yeah.
hell of a choice for a Weezer song. That's I don't think that many people would go to Pork and Beans as
That
their
would not be
Weezer
first
song.
top of mind. No.
No, well, the birthday girl in the party full invite was like, you follow your heart, but I'm going to do 2007. And so I took that super literally, and I was like, well, what released in 2007? And it was Pork and Beans.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong, I love that album. Ratitude, I think.
I don't know.
By Weezer?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I like
There's some good ones
Hurley
on there.
from Lost.
Yes, that one's good.
Yeah, that one's good.
There's a song called Hurley from Lost.
Sorry, no, I'm stupid. It's just his face on the album. And it's called
okay.
Hurley.
I didn't know that. Seriously? There's an album called Hurley with his face on it? That's hilarious.
Yeah, I think it's
Hurley
called
by
Hurley.
Weezer.
Or maybe it's Memories.
That's so funny.
Yeah, Memories is on there. That's a good one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's just his smiling face. It was just a sweet guy. Wow, we should do all of Lost for Overtalking Pod.
I'm down.
No, thanks.
No, Meg and I tried to rewatch it recently with Meg because she had never seen it. But like, there's 24 episodes per season. over like 8 seasons or something like that. It's too much.
You know what? Psycho did do that recently. Friend of the show, Carissa.
Yeah,
she
Carissa
watched it for the
did
first time.
I don't know how long that must have taken her to get through.
I loved that Horror Corner article. It was so fun. I hadn't seen Lost since college. So like having someone with fresh eyes watch it, I was like, you know what? Yeah, that stuff was weird.
I loved Lost back in the day. I watched it like a couple times through, like in college, and I don't know how I must have done nothing else. I don't understand how the hell I did that.
You must have been so bored. My friend has
I was just very unpopular.
My friend has the numbers, like the 418, whatever. Yeah.
As a tattoo.
Cool.
He was also unpopular.
There we go. Yeah.
Ken, I was going to ask you, so the theme of the karaoke birthday party was kind of that like middle school, high school, pop punk, emo type stuff.
Oh,
like you were getting like Mayday Parade, Cartel, Red Suit Jump Apparatus.
Oh, that's what I would have done. Red Suit Jump Apparatus, yeah.
The one about domestic abuse? Was that because somebody did that
exactly.
one?
That's the exact one I would have done. Yeah. Yep.
I know.
That's
it's
the
so
one.
Bad.
They were in the past few years playing that song at Blackhawks games. And like it immediately started playing, and cousin Eric and I looked at each other and we're like, "Why are they playing this song? This song is about domestic abuse. This is not
it
like
still slaps. I don't know, man.
It is good, but geez, you're playing to the crowd. It's supposed to be like pop music stuff everybody knows.
Sure.
They can only play the Fratellis so many times.
Yeah.
I think it does. I've noticed this too. Going to bars more, it's like our generation is getting older and getting those jobs that they're now in charge of music. So it is stuff that like we listened to in high school and stuff like that. That's becoming what's played at bars and sporting events and stuff.
Huh.
Oh my God. Are we becoming dad rock?
Yeah,
version
I think
2?
so.
Yeah, we are.
Our dad rock is like Mayday Parade and all that shit.
It is, yeah. It's just like emo pop music.
Ken, as a dad, do you co-sign?
Yeah. No, yeah, that makes sense. That fits.
Yeah. Okay, you heard it here first. Official seal of approval by a real dad on Overtalking Podcast.
You heard it here. You know what else you're going to hear here? Us talking about No Other Choice.
Segue!
We're going to talk about that and more coming up on the Overtalking Podcast.
나 테니스 포기, 내 차, 그리고 우리 집. 면접 잘 봤어?
And we're back on the Overtalking Podcast, joined once again by longtime returning guest Mary, and we're talking about No Other Choice. And Mary, we're going to put 30 seconds on the clock for you to describe for someone who's not yet seen No Other Choice, but without any major spoilers, I would say, because it is like brand new. But tell them what it's all about.
Ready, go.
Yeah, so the breadwinner of this family has his job become redundant. His company is bought by an American corporation. This is taking place in South Korea. And it gets a little dire for their family. They have to give up some comforts, and the main character is left with no other choice when it comes to evening out the playing field of candidates for jobs.
1.
Well said. That was a very cryptic way of explaining what happens.
Yeah, and now we get to spoil it.
Yeah, and then we will spoil it. Yeah. I think we can talk about this first from a thematic side before we get to spoilers. Just to keep people listening before they have to stop. And before you have to stop, please rate and review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Thank you.
And also go watch this movie. It's good.
It is very good.
I had a great time. Yeah.
It was nominated for Oscar, I thought, for Best Foreign Film.
Nice.
I think so.
I believe that. I was suckered in by the marketing for this movie, so I saw it on my socials a bunch last year, and I thought, well, I don't know. The theme seems pretty lighthearted. The tone is pretty lighthearted, but they keep saying horror, and boy, was I horrified as we got into the second third of the movie.
I mean, I don't think
We
it's horror. I would say it's
it
like
was gross.
thriller, maybe. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's horror adjacent, I think.
I guess.
Also, just
Oh,
because you brought
okay.
up social media, I thankfully almost never get to see trailers and stuff. I don't want to know too much, except that today, when I did swipe over to my phone's newsfeed, the type of movie information I'm getting is, Ken, you'll be excited about this. Jason Statham has another new movie
Oh,
coming out.
finally. Finally.
It's been so long since his last one, which
I
came out
couldn't-
2 months ago or something.
We just talked about it like what, last week?
Last week.
What is it? What's it about?
It's called Mutiny.
Wow, that makes sense.
And the picture I saw is him
is
on
it on a ship?
Yeah, on a ship.
Ship
God,
fighting on a ship.
Jesus.
Great. Too good.
Oh my God.
Can't wait to
I saw-
see that.
I saw some AI video of it was like Fast and the Furious, but they were on the Titanic and they were just like driving and like went off the bow, and I don't know. I don't remember all the details, but it was pretty entertaining. So I hope it's like that.
It sounds like a Bollywood plot line.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah.
Oh man, Sam and I saw this awesome Bollywood film, and the main villains were so attractive, and I was like, I don't care if they're the bad guys. I just want them to be happy. But the fight scenes were crazy. Like the main character, the main cop character, terrible at fighting choreography. But the main villain, I was like goo eyes over, he was awesome. That has nothing to do with ships.
I never saw
It's all
RRR,
fighting
but
stuff.
I've only heard good things.
Oh yeah, I haven't either, but yeah, that was all over Netflix for a little bit.
Yeah, it's been on my list for
Would you watch it? It has an intermission.
Yeah, isn't it? Like 3
It's
hours long
very
or something?
long. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't
You should
Sam
get
trying to
Sam
get us to
on.
watch Baba Booey or something like that a long time ago?
Yep.
That's not what it's called. It was Baba
Bahubali?
something like that. Bahubali, yeah.
He was trying to get us to watch the Howard Stern biopic, Baba Booey.
Baba Booey. Yeah.
He's gonna listen to this and get so annoyed with you guys.
Sorry, Sam.
But this movie was, because we were talking about the runtime for this movie for No Other Choice, and I didn't know the runtime, so when I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, I guess that's long. I didn't really feel it until midway through, where I was like, when do we see the murders? When do we see the bad stuff?
Mhm.
And then it was just like rapid succession, a lot of bad stuff. And yeah, that we started at like around 8:30, and then yeah, it felt long, but that's not to say I didn't like it. I really liked it. I think the pacing could have picked up a little bit, but I think they did a good job making it really gross and dreadful at some points. And you're still laughing at him. You're laughing at this man while he's making a terrible choice because he doesn't think he has another choice
He
to
has
do
no other
this.
choice.
He has no other choice. Oh my God. I liked it a lot.
I had the benefit of not knowing anything about this. This was one that Emily was like, hey, I heard good things about this. Would you go see this with me? And then that's really all it takes usually. It was like, yeah, sure.
I didn't know much about it either, but I was surprised that, CJ, you had already seen it. And knowing that it's 2 hours and 20 minutes long and fully subtitled, which is
I
like
went
your
to the
two
music
criteria
box.
for no. But yeah, if you saw it in theaters, then that makes sense.
Yeah. Saw it with a packed theater. And but I think this is the movie, which, apologies if I already told this story, where a man came into the movie theater definitely over halfway through the movie and sat down in front of us and then
Oh, yeah,
proceeded
you
to just be on his phone for like 10 minutes straight with full brightness on. And yeah, remind you, this is a foreign film, so you need to watch the screen to be able to read the subtitles and know what's going on.
Boo.
Maybe he speaks Korean.
Maybe, but he was misbehaving, and
Yeah, probably not.
he got yelled at by the staff.
Oh, thank
That's
God.
good.
And yelled
Music
at is
Box
a
is really
very-
good about that.
Yeah, I mean, he
Mhm.
was just told to put it away, but yeah.
Dude, people misbehave at the theater. I don't understand. You spent money and you're outside of your house wearing hard pants. You're going to behave like this?
Yeah.
Hard pants. Meg put on jeans today, and she was like, "I have to put on my crunchy pants."
Yeah.
I'm like, I wear sweatpants almost all the time now too, and I'm like, yeah, they're not. That's not fun.
It's not worth it. It's not worth going kind of close to the movie, like when this guy thinks he has no choice and he like poured his heart and soul into his industry and all this stuff. I'm just like, hey, dude, I don't know. Maybe it's I don't know if it's like in a Western versus Eastern mentality of like if someone booted me out of my job after 25 years, I would not be that mad. I would be like, okay, well, perhaps it's a wake up call. Maybe I shouldn't have put all of my eggs in one basket for decades. I don't know.
I don't know. I had a lot of feelings watching this. In my career, I'm a software developer, and we're kind of at a weird inflection point with AI where I feel I'm hopefully high enough up where I will still be useful in the future when all I do is just prompt AI and have to review it, which is actually what I do now. um, but I also worry that it will eventually get to the point where just product managers can just do that and they won't care about the quality or need to verify anything because it's just that good. And I am also the like sole income earner now with Nora in the picture, and I worry about these things of like, yeah, if I was laid off, I am responsible for two other people now to put this roof over their heads and keep food on the table. And it was a little triggering to see this man laid off in like a very, I mean, honestly, somewhat similar situation. I mean, he was further along in his career than I am, but yeah, it was, I don't know, made me feel things.
Yeah, that's a great perspective though, because like I'm viewing this from someone like dual income, no kids, right? And I feel like the what you said about a product manager just using AI to continue to build things that are like probably not as good and aren't going to be as good because everything's going to look the same. That's like the tough part is when you take people out of the equation with anything. Like you see those videos online where it's like this person's been making soy sauce and their family's been making soy sauce for 200 years or some shit like that. And then you go to like some like grossly manufactured version of it. I don't know. I feel like the second you take people away from a production line, and even though it's like, Industrial Revolution Part Two, but it's in hell, I feel like things are just going to look stupid and ugly, and the quality of everything is going to go down, and it
Yes,
kind of
100%.
already is, and it just
Yeah.
sucks. And we're like in this late stage capitalism that feels like it's going to go on forever and ever and ever. And so, like, the end of this movie really upset me when it's just him in the factory with an iPad, tinkering around, like getting in the way of the robots.
Yeah.
It was really upsetting for me.
It was really wild when they're like, yeah, we're going lights out. Do you know what that means?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, it's just fully automated, so we don't need to. We can save money by turning the lights off because there's no one to see anything.
Yeah.
Either of you heard of that before? I had not, and I was like,
No.
whoa.
I think so with like I think certain Amazon warehouses.
sure
I
that's
could
a
be
real
getting this
thing.
wrong, but like
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
a good point that I don't think I thought about, Mary, though, that like where you said like everything will look the same. I don't think I pieced that together in that like, oh yeah, if everyone's just using the same AI bullshit, the AI is going to spit out the same crap from the same prompts. Then so yeah, building stuff is everything's just going to look the same.
It's all gonna look like some Claude hellscape that is like, I can tweak this for you. It's like great. But now that I'm thinking about it, when I was like kind of ridiculing this person for like thinking they have no other choice in doing these terrible things so that he can stay employed and he can like continue getting cello lessons for his daughter. The paper, when he's talking about the quality of the paper, and he's like, oh, we have this like beautiful paper and it's got like this strength to it and this quality to it. I'm like, Jesus Christ, it's just paper. And then I was like, as Ken, as you're talking about that, I was like, you know what? Yeah, like there's some things are sacred, some things are worth getting really upset over. And if something as benign as paper, everything's on screen, everything is digital, right? Like it kind of feels stupid to get upset over, especially when we're talking about like deforestation and all that stuff. And you see it at the end, like you see
Mm-hmm.
that montage of trees just getting absolutely annihilated for paper products and things like that. But yeah, you're taking the human equation out of it. The earth has never been under the human thumb or foot like this much in its history ever. And so like there's like nothing stopping us from making this the worst place in the solar system.
Yeah.
And like,
It's too
I
late.
got like really
honestly.
existential thinking about it because like all the terrible heinous shit he does, it does seem really silly, but then it's like he kind of didn't have another choice, especially if he, did the night school and he has like these kids that like genuinely depend on him, and he was trying to go to interviews, but the job market is what it is. Like, I don't know. Do you guys have a no other choice? Like, I don't know, like going on a rant here, but I don't think I do. But now that I'm thinking about it, I might. I don't know.
No other choice than that. Like, what would you do if you weren't doing this, or like, what would you do to
No,
keep what you have?
what would you kill for? What would you
Yeah.
like go ballistic over?
That I mean, it is that literal situation. I would do whatever I need to make sure that we can keep things together. But yeah,
Dang.
I mean, I wouldn't kill for it. I wouldn't obviously go to the extent of this movie.
Good save.
Right? But yeah.
So Ken, you would not truss up a man like a chicken and then bury him later?
Allegedly, no, I would not do that.
When we stop recording, then maybe you'll have a different answer. Is that what?
Allegedly, no, I don't think that's true. CJ,
I don't know if you're using that word right, but yeah.
allegedly, I understand it completely. CJ, what would you kill? What would you
Not kill for?
Not kill for?
I don't know. I've never gone that existential, I don't think. Usually it's just like I'm unhappy with my job, so I think about what else could I be doing with my time. Of like, okay, if I did get fired or just left this industry as a whole, what else would I do for income? I've had those kind of thoughts, but I don't know about, taking it a step further to allegedly murder somebody.
Have you seen people sharing their unorthodox jobs online? Where I saw one recently. This person gets paid to plant trees, and it's a seasonal job, but they get paid like somewhere like moderately good in whatever the market he lives in was, like around like 80 to 100K, like that range. But it's like, it's backbreaking. It's all this stuff, and you're literally carrying seedlings and tree saps, or not tree saps.
Saplings.
I'm an inside kid. I don't
something.
know. I don't go to the woods, but
Baby trees.
baby trees. This guy just goes around and he plants baby trees, and I was like tearing up watching this. I was like, you could do this? Like,
Yeah, that sounds nice.
this whole time we
kinda
could have
cool.
been doing this? What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Wouldn't mind getting outside every now and then.
No, just become a forest ranger or something.
Yeah.
God, I don't know.
I think I would have to invest in one of those like net suits though. I think at a certain point the insects would drive me nuts, or like the mosquitoes.
CJ's gonna be in a beekeeper's costume,
Yeah,
like
carrying baby
planting
trees
the
around.
trees.
There you go. All right. Should we spoil some stuff?
Well, let's spoil some stuff.
Before we do, be sure to rate and review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Call or text us at USACat1591. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you. Okay. So, dude does some murders.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Okay, which one was your favorite murder? I'll go first. It was the first one because it was less graphic than the others. And it was cartoonish, and also that failed actress is probably the best in the whole movie. I loved her.
Yeah. It's an accidental misfiring of a gun. That one.
Yeah, and then she shoots him and she goes, "What? You're just gonna die from 2 shots?"
Yeah. Being so unhappy with him that also say like,
God.
come on, don't be weak. You can take
Yeah.
2 bullets.
That was nuts.
I like the second one just because it was the most like cold-blooded and just straightforward, and had a lot of repercussions after it too that kind of led to some tense moments. So that's what I like the most. I would have liked the attempted first one that is on the poster with the flower pot.
Oh,
Yes.
Or chili pot, I guess. But,
yeah. So a man is taking a phone call a few stories down on this street, and he goes to this rooftop deck and picks up a giant, massive pot plant and is going to potentially drop it on this man's head to crush him to death.
And the overall point of all of these murders, by the way, which we haven't said, is he wants to get back into literal paper management position like he was in before. And there's one company that's doing actually very well in South Korea, and he has identified like the one person whose role he would like to take. And so he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill him, and then I'm just gonna apply for the role." But then he's like, "Well, shoot, there's probably other competition who I would be up against. So let me first kill them, and then I will do this and take this guy's role." And he like even does this thing with like he gets everyone's resumes, and he's like, "Where would I rank in
He's
comparison to
recruiting.
everyone?
Before he
Who do I
kills them,
actually have to kill?"
he takes out an ad to say, "Hey, I am a paper company. Come apply to my company." And that's how he collects all these resumes and stuff, and then starts, and that's his victim list.
It's great. I love it.
It's funny because like with the plant, like you said, Ken, with the giant planter on the rooftop, there's a moment where you're like, he's not gonna go through with this. Like he's not gonna do it. And when he doesn't, I was like, okay, so I know in this movie that there is gonna be murder. It's like I wonder how this like accidentally happens. And when it does accidentally happen the first time, a huge part of me was relieved. I was like, okay, well, maybe he just like fails up. That's not what happens. Yeah.
No, just
He
gets better
continues
at
through
it.
his recruitment list and
Yeah.
Yeah.
kills.
Yep. More thought out, methodical planning, and yeah.
And then while it's happening, your first impression of this guy is like he's just down on his luck and he's doing his best to provide for his family. But then as his paranoia seeps into what he's doing, these like little drops of what his life is actually like kind of seeps in, like the comment about his wife saying like, "Oh, like you beat my son when he was 5," when earlier the comment was like, when do we tell him that he's not yours? And he's like, he's been his dad since he was 2. He's mine. So
Right.
you're like, your heart goes out to him. But then as this stuff continues and develops, and his wife drops in some hints and like stuff like that just keeps popping up, and you're like, God, maybe he wasn't a good guy to begin with,
Yeah.
and he just never was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The movie's done very well in that, yeah, like you are kind of rooting for this guy even as he's gonna kill people, and then unravels, and you're like, okay, maybe not.
It goes from like, how do they retain the house to we're fucking trapped at this house because there's literally a body buried in the yard.
Yeah.
And all it takes is the new owner to dig up that apple tree to see the body.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say that stuck with me, not necessarily a kill, but when he like I don't know, crumples the body, or I don't know how to describe
wire
yeah,
binds
folds this body
Ugh.
on top of itself with wires
Ugh.
to then bury it. It was like, man, that image has been stuck in my brain for a bit.
I was going to ask, how do we feel about the relationship between the man and his wife? Like it seems like, there's some, fear of infidelity.
Yeah.
And then it gets to the point where I don't know if she like feels trapped or what, but she does like eventually start to cover for him. Like she ends up finding out what he's doing and covers for him for their children. And it seems like stays, and everything just kind of goes back to the way it was, except with a more deeper understanding of what they did to get there. But
She has no
yeah.
other choice.
Yeah.
Like genuinely has no other choice but to do that, right? Like
Yeah.
their daughter is autistic and their son was in a huge heap of trouble by breaking into their potential buyer's cell phone business in the mall, something like that. Their relationship was so interesting because it was very much like, you've been our hero for this long, like you were she calls him like, where's that brave bachelor who married a single mother kind of thing. So you're like, wow, this guy's got like a heart of gold. But I do feel like she also doesn't have anything else that she could fall back on. Their daughter needs $50,000 cello to practice on because she's a prodigy. Their son is just in the wrong crowd and doing crimes. Um, which were all related to like his son doing that crime, not to go off subject on the couple, but their son doing that break-in, um, when he and his friend were like on eBay and they were looking at cell phones, they're like, oh, this is how much this one goes for. So maybe they also felt like they did not have a choice
Yeah,
in
because
their
they
situation.
find out that they're low on money and that they have to sell the house, and so yeah, that's the kid
They're
taking
trying to
on
help,
that.
too.
Like, oh, I'll save the day by going and robbing the store and getting money for our family so that we can keep the house.
I'd like to push back a little bit on the idea, though, that the wife didn't have another choice, because it seemed like they were setting up that she got a job as a dental hygienist and could potentially jump ship to the dentist that she's a hygienist for if she really wanted to, which didn't seem like that was actually the case. But they did
That's
have
true.
chemistry. Like, she could have, I don't know, maybe done that, but I don't know.
Yeah,
That was
true.
the part of me that was
Mhm.
like, well, it seems like she is choosing to stay, and I just thought that was interesting. But
I think like
that could just be
loyalty
my
in
reading on it.
general. Yeah, that's a good point. Like these people are loyal to their lives. They're very like, this is what I have and this is all I'm going to
True.
have.
I mean, I guess that's the same case as like him sticking with paper, right? Like it's the same thing where he could do other things. I'm sure
Yeah.
he could apply his managerial skills to something else, but he only wants to do this, and so he's sticking to it, and he'll make it work. So yeah, maybe that's it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a weird relationship to have with something that has like burned you so badly, and then to be like, I gotta get back in there. It's like it's yeah, some sort of codependency thing going on or something.
But they sent him the eel.
Yeah, maybe they all just want to get back to how things were at the very beginning of the film, where like everything is idealistic.
Yeah, and
They're
Sunny.
all barbecuing outside. They're like, yeah, we got it all, and they just will do anything to get back to that exact situation.
Yeah,
You know what's so fucked is that they're not even rich. Like that house is amazing and it's beautiful, but he kind of talks about how like it's been in his family for so long. And
Right.
then when the couple is touring it with the realtor, they're like, "Oh yeah, they've like it's gotten a couple facelifts. There used to be a pig farm here, like all this stuff." And it just kind of like unsettles you so much that again, with the late stage capitalism conversation, you're so close to being on the street. Like it's just so scary. It's so scary. So I do get it. Like I get the intention. I don't like the execution, LOL, of his plans. But they're not even like crazy wealthy. They have like a normal sedan. They have two big beautiful dogs that wear raincoats. They're so cute. And like that's kind of they're just like a normal middle class, middle of the road family. Like there's nothing extravagant. Like the mom starts going through everything. She's like, we're cutting off Netflix, we're rehoming the dogs to your parents, we'll get them back eventually, kind of thing. I'm going to quit my tennis lessons. The only thing that stays is, our daughter's cello lessons because she has to have them, which I understand. But yeah, she really went into like problem solving mode. But yeah, it's scary. Like they're not even that rich like the whole time. Like the barbecue that they have is just it's just the egg one, like the charcoal kind. Like it's
yeah,
not a fancy one. They don't have like a pool
Right.
in the yard or anything like that. I don't know. It's
Right.
it's rough. It was rough to watch.
Yeah. It made me feel very scared. Ugh. Well,
uh,
what do you think, guys? Should we do some trivia?
yes.
All right, it's time for. Hey, did you know that? That's right. We're going to pit our guests and CJ head to head to see who knows the most about what we watched. Mary, CJ, are you two ready?
Ready.
sure.
Okay. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of trivia for this, so this is going to be pretty quick. First question. This movie is based on a novel. What's the title of that novel? This is multiple choice.
Yes.
Is it A, The Gun, B, The Wrench, C, The Axe, or D, The Billiard Room?
Hey, the
Axe.
gun.
Like Clue? Get it?
Oh.
No one laughed, so I had to explain it. The Gun
That always
and
helps.
CJ, you said The Axe?
Yeah.
Okay, The Axe is correct. Like getting fired, getting
So
the
you got
axe.
axed.
Oh, duh.
Yeah.
Oh, duh. He even has a whole speech about it. Damn. That's good.
They made a 2005 French adaptation of that novel, And it's more. It sounded like it was more American culture focused than South Korean, but never seen it. That one's called The Axe too. Did I say that? Anyway, but yeah, they changed the title for this other choice, which I think is more clever. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, CJ's in the lead. What is the Rotten Tomatoes tomato meter score? That's all I got, man. All right, I just thought of something we can do. Hold on one second. Hold on.
While you're doing that, I can share that the filmmaker originally wanted to make this in America, but couldn't get funding. So he's like, all right, fuck you then. I'm going to go back to Korea and I'll make it there. And now it's been
I'm so glad he
nominated
did.
and like, so good. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, anytime it was just establishing shots in the woods or like the rain, it's like, Jesus, this place is so beautiful.
You messed up, Hollywood.
Yeah, messed up big.
Mm-hmm.
Losers.
Okay, first question. Second question, actually. What's the budget for this film?
Okay.
Oh.
Question I'm always terrible at.
CJ, you'll go first since you are in the lead, I guess.
Okay.
We'll just do it that way.
There's at least a bunch of different set pieces. They had to shoot on location. Outdoors, inside, big, small.
Indoors and outdoors, yep.
They had it all. I truly have no idea, so I am going to say $12 million.
Okay.
Damn.
Mary?
I was going to say something really close because there was some CGI at the end with all those robots.
Was that CGI? With the factory? Sorry,
Yeah.
I was thinking of the stripping the forest thing.
Oh. No, that was just sad to watch. My guess is a 10.5 million.
CJ is closer and maybe even spot on. It was somewhere between 11.9 and 12.2 million dollars.
Whoa.
So,
It was all those outside inside shots. You got it, CJ.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. Drilled down right to it.
Yep.
I had both the outside
precise.
and the inside.
Both sides.
Yeah. Okay, so based on that, what was the gross worldwide box office take for this movie? CJ, you continue to go first.
21 million.
Okay.
You know I'm being spiteful today. 22 million.
Do it.
That's the correct thing to do. Good job. Mary, you're on the board. 40 million.
Dang.
What?
Good for them.
Not bad.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. What is the Rotten Tomatoes tomato meter score? In percentage, closest without going over. CJ, since you're the lead, you'll go first. This is the critic score on Rotten Tomatoes in percentage.
You said it did win an Oscar, right?
No, it was nominated.
Oh, nominated. Okay.
As far as I know, I might be wrong, but that's what I saw.
I thought this was great. You guys thought it was great. The crowd I saw it with, Packed Theater, thought it was great. 92%.
Okay.
High.
Mary?
I was also going to go in the 90s range. I was going to say 94%.
Uh-oh. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, that's Mary, you are in the correct direction. 97% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, so it's actually tied up. So we got to do a tiebreaker. Would you two rather do the audience score on Rotten Tomatoes or the letterbox score?
Mary, you confused. You're the guest.
I don't have a Letterboxd, and I don't know.
Letterbox is out of 5 to 1 decimal
Okay.
point, and the audience score is in percentage again.
Yeah, I'll do Letterboxd. Why not?
Okay. So yeah, what is the letterbox score? Out of 5 to 1 decimal point. This is just everyday Joe Schmoes rating from their armchair. I'm going to need you to both say it at the same time so you don't influence each other. I'm going to count down. On go, you say it. 3, 2, 1, go.
4.2.
4.5.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Listen to
4.2,
Average
4.5.
Joe. They like the inside. They like the outside shot.
What's
They
not
liked
to
that
love?
they had both.
They like that the dogs had raincoats. I did.
Everyone did like that. Well, Mary, you lost. I'm sorry. CJ, you're a winner.
What the fuck?
Brutal.
Like, surely he wouldn't say my name if I lost.
Chat clip
I got
that.
a lot to learn.
4.1%. Or sorry, 4.1 is the letterbox score. And
You know what? The
the
average
audience,
Joe's kind of dumb. They should have said that it was higher so that I could win.
I guess so. That's pretty high for letterbox though. So maybe that's why CJ had the advantage because he does these a lot. They average out pretty.
I use
pretty well
Letterboxd.
usually.
Letterboxd. Everyone's a critic.
Yep.
That's what it should be. The audience score, for those curious, on Rotten Tomatoes was 93%, which is very high.
Nice.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's great.
Very high.
Good for them.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, I was just going to laugh when they all dressed up like Native Americans. I was like, you guys can't do that.
We can't do that. You especially can't do that.
Well, you definitely can't do that. And he was like, why did you make me a Navy captain? And she's like, you fucking idiot. It's our daughter's favorite movie. And I was like, damn. Yeah. Anyway.
He looked like the captain from Captain Crunch
Yeah.
with his hat.
He did.
Yeah, the hat.
All right, now it's time for
You've heard us debating. We know you've been waiting. So now it's time to hear our ratings.
Mary. On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate No Other Choice for you?
I'm gonna. I at first when I watched it, I was like, "Yeah, that was all right." But then as I was talking about it with you gentlemen, and I got real heated, I'm gonna say I liked it, and it was a 9 out of 10 for me.
Whoa.
Yeah, I liked it a
Nice.
lot. Not 10 because it was kind of long and it grossed me out, but that was the point.
Yeah.
Nice.
Love it.
Cool. Yeah. I'll go next. I couldn't understand what they were saying. So
Ken.
had to die. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, I couldn't. That's true. But no, I really enjoyed this movie. It was very good. I wanted to see it, and so this was a great excuse to actually check it out. Yeah, interesting plot line. Made me feel things I didn't want to feel, so that wasn't great. Or things I didn't want to think about, I guess. But yeah, it was a cool movie. A little bit too long. I'm gonna give it an 8.
Wow.
That's still pretty high. It's a great movie. Yeah, definitely check it out. CJ.
For me, I'm gonna split the diff and go 8.5.
All right.
Okay.
I gave this 4 stars out of 5 on Letterboxd right after I saw it. I had a really good time. Other than that jerk being on his phone, and having to one of our friends being the one to go and tell the staff to go to come and yell at the guy. Other than that part, it was a great experience. Yeah, really enjoyed it. Very good movie. I agree, though, the pacing could have probably been tightened up a little bit here and there. But it was such a fun turn of the movie to slowly watch this guy kind of unravel and start committing murders.
Yeah, for sure. I actually thought the pacing wasn't bad. Like, I think it was paced okay. It was just a long story to tell. I don't know. Like, even the parts that were like slower, where he's towards the end of the movie talking to that final guy that he's going to kill, that felt a little long, but it was like intercut with the stuff going on back at home. And so I thought that helped break it up a bit. I don't know. Yeah, I think overall, like, the direction, the editing was pretty well done. It's just there's just a lot to fit in this very long movie, but it was all right.
It's better than all right. It was good.
It was good.
No, yeah,
Very good.
absolutely. Well, Mary, thank you for joining us. Do you have anything you want to plug or recommend, or words of wisdom at the end here you would like to share with our audience?
Complete opposite tonal change. Really enjoying the Fall and Rise of Reggie Dinkins
Nice.
on Peacock.
What is that?
It's Tracy Morgan and Daniel Radcliffe.
Oh,
and
yeah,
it's
okay.
just really silly,
Yeah.
and I love it.
It's
If you're a
actually
30
good?
Rock fan, I genuinely like it. Especially if you're a 30 Rock fan, it's just like that kind of comedy and just Tracy Morgan delivering insane one-liners.
That's great. Cool. Yeah, I saw that being advertised like around the Super Bowl time or something like that.
Yep.
And me thinking, oh no, that's probably not going to be good. That's unfortunate. But no, I'm glad that that's actually good. Cool.
Yeah, Bobby Moynihan plays his best friend who lives in his basement.
Okay.
We love Bobby Moynihan.
Mhm.
Nice. Well, thank you for joining us once again. CJ, what do we
Thank you
got?
for having me.
Always a pleasure. You can follow us on all the things at Overtalking Pod. Call or text the show at USA1591. Email us at overtalkingpod@gmail.com or go to our very real website, overtalkingpod.party.
I don't know they're here. The Overtalking Overlords have arrived. There are ghastly otherworldly landlords who show up at the end of every episode to remind me to remind you no job is safe. And
the world is terrible.
Yeah. The wage gap is increasing. If you'd like to show, please tell a friend and spread the word. We'd really appreciate it. Thank you. Some other things that I say, we spend any money in advertising, and I already said the other stuff earlier. So that's it. Thank you. And as we always say at the end of every single episode,
are they still with us? They didn't leave.
They're here.
They're
always looming over us, CJ.
This one time they're sticking around.
I don't know, man. Well, I don't know what to tell you.
Weird.
I can't just make them leave. I don't.
You're talking about job security. They're making sure you're doing your job.
That's right.
Got to keep an eye on you.
I guess so. As we always say at the end of every single episode, what do we say, CJ?
Bye.
Okay, bye.
That's what we always say.
It is,
always say.
Truthfully.
We always say bye.
This episode of the Overtalking Podcast was produced by Ken and CJ, edited by CJ. This week's special guest was Mary. Music by Justin Peters. Be sure to rate and review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. See you next time.
I've been doing a lot of meal prep that lasts for like 2 weeks of dinners, but I cannot for the life of me nail down how to reheat frozen burritos because I'll take them out of the freezer to defrost, but then the tortilla gets like soggy and sad. So then I microwave that, and then I try to put it on the griddle to get it toasty. And then I was like, you know what? That's fucking dumb. I'm just going to throw it in the toaster oven. Then I throw it in the toaster oven, but then maybe I'm putting it in too hot because then the tortilla gets like burnt to shit. And you're like, cool, my burrito has been beat to hell. I can't wait to eat this.
Oh my God.
And then you bite into it and the chicken's frozen still.
Yeah. I was going to say when you get like burritos or microwavables, the oven instructions are like, it has to go in there for like 40 minutes. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that.
What the hell? Let's make a normal burrito then.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'll take the 40 minutes to make it by hand. But yeah.
I want an ADD version of a frozen burrito where it's like, I just remembered that I've been hungry for the last 2 hours.
Right.
And I don't have a decadent 30 minutes to sit down and eat.
You gotta like sous vide the frozen burrito, put it in like a Ziploc bag, and then heat it in like boiling water.
Ew, Sam and his friends did that when they went to St. Louis maybe like over 10 years ago, and they put taquitos in a bathtub or in a sink to like sous vide it in the plastic.
Oh, literally that.
I don't know, it was just dumb, stupid boy thing that he did.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And I'm sure they turned out great.
No, you weren't there.
All right, all that's got to stay in.